In the heart of South Asia, there lies a land cradled by some of the world's mightiest mountains and nurtured by ancient rivers. This is Pakistan, a place where the echoes of time resonate not in whispers, but in the monumental structures that have witnessed the rise and fall of great empires. It is a crucible of civilizations, a tapestry woven with threads of diverse cultures, faiths, and artistic traditions that stretch back for millennia. From the dusty plains of the Indus to the soaring peaks of the Karakoram, the very soil is saturated with history, each layer revealing a different chapter in the epic story of humanity. Here, ancient cities were planned with geometric precision long before many of the world's great capitals were even conceived. My name is Adil, and for as long as I can remember, I have been captivated by these silent storytellers of stone and brick. They stand as a testament to the ingenuity, faith, and ambition of our ancestors. Join me on an extraordinary journey across this remarkable land. We will venture into the heart of the Indus Valley civilization, wander through the hallowed halls of Buddhist monasteries, stand in awe of Mughal grandeur, and trace the formidable lines of unconquered fortresses. Together, we will explore some of Pakistan's most significant historical sites, uncovering their profound history, their unique architectural genius, and their enduring cultural significance. This is more than just a tour of old ruins. It is an expedition into the very soul of a nation, and indeed, into our shared human heritage. We will witness how different worlds converged here, creating a synthesis of art and ideas that is truly unique. We will see how faith shaped landscapes and how the quest for power carved its mark into the earth itself. This journey will take us through deserts, mountains, and bustling cities, each stop revealing another piece of a grand, intricate puzzle. Let us begin our exploration of Pakistan's timeless treasures. Our journey begins here, on the sun-scorched plains of Sindh, at a site whose name in the local tongue means Mound of the Dead. This is Mohenjo-Daro. Over 4,500 years ago, while pharaohs were building pyramids in Egypt, an astonishingly advanced civilization was flourishing right here. This was not a random collection of dwellings, but one of the world's first great urban centers, meticulously planned and executed. Its inhabitants, the people of the Indus Valley, engineered a city of remarkable sophistication, a feat of collective organization that continues to baffle archaeologists to this day. It stands as a silent monument to a society that possessed a profound understanding of urban living. Look at this remarkable grid. The city was laid out in a rectilinear pattern of streets, intersecting at perfect right angles. There was a clear division between the lower town, where the general populace lived, and the raised citadel, which housed public buildings. This includes the enigmatic Great Bath, a waterproofed structure that may have been used for ritual purification. Its purpose still a subject of intense debate. The sheer scale and precision suggest a powerful central authority, capable of marshaling the resources and labor required for such a monumental undertaking. The very existence of such planning speaks of a society that valued order, hygiene, and communal life. The genius of Mohenjo-Daro's people is perhaps most evident in what lies beneath the surface. They developed one of the most advanced sanitation systems of the ancient world. Nearly every house had its own bathing area and a connection to a covered citywide drainage network. These brick-lined channels ran beneath the main streets, carrying wastewater away from the residential areas. This level of civic planning, focused on public health, was unparalleled for its time and would not be seen again in many parts of the world for thousands of years. It represents a social contract, an understanding that the well-being of the community was paramount. And yet, for all its sophistication, this great city and the civilization that built it vanished. Around 1900 BCE, the site was abandoned. The reasons remain one of history's most compelling mysteries. Was it a dramatic shift in climate? The changing course of the mighty Indus River? Or perhaps invasion and conflict? We find no grand temples to gods or palaces for kings, only the legacy of a highly organized egalitarian society. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Mohenjo-Daro is protected, a precious, fragile record of an early, brilliant chapter in the story of human civilization, its secrets still waiting to be fully unearthed from the dust. We travel north, following the path of the ancient Indus civilization, to its other great urban center, Harappa. Discovered earlier than its southern counterpart, it was here that the sheer scale and complexity of this lost world first began to reveal itself. Harappa, along with Mohenjo-Daro, formed the twin capitals of a vast domain that stretched for hundreds of thousands of square miles, larger than ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia combined. The remains here, though perhaps less visually spectacular than Mohenjo-Daro's, are of immense archaeological importance, providing crucial insights into the life, trade, and beliefs of this enigmatic culture. The excavations at Harappa have unearthed a treasure trove of artifacts that paint a vivid picture of a bustling, prosperous society. Among the most significant finds are the thousands of small, intricately carved stone seals. These seals, typically depicting animals like the unicorn, bull, and elephant, are accompanied by a script that remains undeciphered to this day. It is one of the world's great linguistic puzzles. These seals were likely used in trade, pressed into clay to mark ownership of goods. They are tangible evidence of a complex economy, with trade routes extending as far as Mesopotamia, linking this river valley civilization to the wider world. Harappa also provides powerful evidence of a society built on agriculture and industry. Archaeologists have identified massive granaries, enormous structures designed for the storage of surplus grain. These were the economic heart of the city, a testament to a highly productive agricultural system capable of supporting a large urban population. Surrounding these granaries were circular brick platforms, believed to have been used for threshing grain. Nearby, rows of workers' quarters suggest an organized, specialized labor force. It was a city that worked, a hub of production and distribution that sustained an entire civilization. Like its sister city to the south, Harappa's decline is shrouded in mystery. The site shows evidence of multiple phases of building and rebuilding, but the final layers suggest a gradual decay rather than a sudden catastrophe. Today, as archaeologists continue their patient work, Harappa serves as a vital key to understanding the Indus Valley civilization. Each pottery shard, each tiny bead, each enigmatic seal is a fragment of a lost narrative. It reminds us that great societies can rise, innovate, and thrive, and then fade back into the earth, leaving behind only questions for future generations to ponder. Our journey now takes us to the foothills of the Himalayas, to the ancient city of Taxila. For over 1,000 years, this was one of the most important centers of learning, culture, and commerce in the ancient world. Situated at the strategic junction of three great trade routes, Taxila was a true crossroads, a melting pot where ideas and people from India, Persia, and Central Asia converged. The city's history is a layered chronicle of different rulers and influences, from the Achaemenid Persians to Alexander the Great and his Greek successors, and later, the Kushans who championed Buddhism. Taxila is not a single site, but a vast archaeological complex comprising the remains of several distinct cities built over centuries. The earliest, Bir Mound, shows irregular, narrow streets, while the later city of Sirkap, built by the Indo-Greeks, displays a Hippodamian grid plan influenced by Hellenistic design. This fusion of cultures is palpable in the art discovered here. The Gandharan school of art, which flourished in this region, was one of the first to depict the Buddha in human form, often with features and drapery reminiscent of classical Greek sculpture. It is a stunning example of cultural synthesis, where Eastern philosophy was given a Western face. The city's greatest claim to fame was its status as a center of learning. Often cited as one of the earliest universities in the world, Taxila attracted scholars and students from far and wide. Subjects taught here ranged from the Vedic scriptures and philosophy to medicine, archery, and military science. The famous Indian political strategist Chanakya and the great physician Charaka are both said to have been associated with this remarkable institution. It was a place where knowledge was not just preserved, but actively debated and advanced, a beacon of intellectual light in the ancient world that drew the brightest minds of its time. Today, the sprawling ruins of Taxila, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, include numerous stupas and monasteries, such as the impressive Dharmarajika Stupa and the well-preserved monastic complex of Jalian. Wandering through these silent remains, one can almost hear the chants of monks and the philosophical debates of scholars echoing through the corridors. Taxila stands as a powerful testament to an era of extraordinary intellectual and artistic exchange. It reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge and the blending of cultures are ancient traditions that have long enriched the human experience, creating legacies that endure for millennia. We arrive now in the cultural heart of Pakistan, the vibrant city of Lahore, and at its most formidable landmark, the Lahore Fort, or Shahi Qila. This colossal fortress is not merely a defensive structure. It is a chronicle in stone, marble, and tile of Mughal ambition and artistic genius. Though its origins are lost in antiquity, the fort as we see it today is largely the creation of the great Mughal emperors, particularly Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb. Each ruler added to, embellished, and refined the complex, leaving their own indelible mark and turning it into a dazzling showcase of imperial power and aesthetic sensibility. Entering through its monumental gates is like stepping back into the age of emperors. The fort is a sprawling complex of palaces, halls, gardens, and mosques. Emperor Akbar laid the foundations of the modern fort, building the massive defensive walls and the grand Akbari gate. His son, Jahangir, added palaces and gardens, but it was Shah Jahan, the master builder of the Taj Mahal, who endowed the fort with its most exquisite structures. He replaced earlier sandstone buildings with pristine white marble, creating ethereal pavilions like the Sheesh Mahal, the legendary Palace of Mirrors, where countless tiny mirrors embedded in the walls and ceiling reflect even the faintest glimmer of light. The Sheesh Mahal is a masterpiece of Mughal artistry. Its pietra dura inlay work, featuring precious and semi-precious stones, and its intricate mirror mosaics were designed to create a celestial, otherworldly atmosphere for the empress and her court. Another of Shah Jahan's contributions is the Naulakha Pavilion, a delicate marble structure famous for its distinctive curvilinear roof, its name supposedly reflecting its original cost of 9 lakh rupees. These buildings were not just residences, they were stages for the grand theater of courtly life, designed to inspire awe and project an image of divine right monarchy. But the fort's story does not end with the Mughals. After their decline, it was occupied by the Sikhs under Maharaja Ranjit Singh, who added their own structures, and later by the British. This long and layered history makes the Lahore Fort a microcosm of the region's past. From the colossal picture wall, with its vibrant tile mosaics depicting scenes of courtly life, to the serene Moti Masjid or Pearl Mosque, the fort is a living museum of South Asian history and art. It stands today as a proud symbol of Lahore's enduring cultural legacy, a citadel that has witnessed the pomp of emperors and the march of armies. Just opposite the Lahore Fort, across a wide, paved courtyard, stands a structure of breathtaking scale and serene beauty, the Badshahi Mosque. Commissioned in 1671 by the 6th Mughal Emperor, Aurangzeb, this is one of the world's largest and most iconic mosques. Its construction marked the culmination of Mughal architectural development, a final, grand statement of imperial piety and power. For over 300 years, it was the largest mosque on the planet, its sheer size intended to dominate the city's skyline and inspire devotion and awe in all who gazed upon it. The mosque's exterior is clad in deep red sandstone, intricately inlaid with white marble, creating a striking contrast that is both powerful and elegant. 4 towering minarets, each rising to nearly 60 meters, anchor the corners of the vast courtyard, while 3 magnificent bulbous domes, crafted from pure white marble, seem to float above the main prayer hall. The scale is almost impossible to comprehend. The central courtyard alone can accommodate up to 100,000 worshippers, creating a vast open space for communal prayer that fosters a profound sense of unity and humility before the divine. Stepping into the main prayer hall, one is struck by the richness of the interior decoration. The walls and ceilings are adorned with elaborate stucco tracery, intricate floral frescoes, and delicate marble inlay work. The design, while vast in its dimensions, maintains a sense of human scale and spiritual intimacy. Every arch, every panel, and every calligraphic inscription has been executed with meticulous care, transforming the massive structure into a work of devotional art. The mosque was not just a place of prayer, but a symbol of the emperor's role as the defender and patron of the Islamic faith. The Badshahi Mosque and the adjacent Lahore Fort form a monumental architectural ensemble, a dialogue between the temporal power of the emperor and his spiritual obligations. As the sun sets over Lahore, it bathes the red sandstone and white marble in a warm golden light, and the call to prayer echoes from its minarets, just as it has for centuries. The Badshahi Mosque is more than just a historical monument. It is a vibrant, living center of faith, a place where history, art, and spirituality converge in a singular, awe-inspiring expression of devotion. High on a strategic ridge in the Pothohar Plateau, we find a fortress of truly epic proportions, Rohtas Fort. This is not a place of delicate pavilions or ornate palaces. This is a raw, uncompromising statement of military might. Built in the 16th century by the Pashtun ruler Sher Shah Suri, the fort was constructed for a single purpose: to subdue the local tribes and to guard the Grand Trunk Road against the return of the deposed Mughal Emperor Humayun. Its scale is staggering. With a circumference of over 4 kilometers, its massive ramparts punctuated by 68 bastions and 12 monumental gates. The genius of Rohtas Fort lies in its masterful military architecture. It was designed to be impregnable. The walls, in some places up to 18 meters high and 12 meters thick, are a formidable barrier of stone and mortar. The fort's irregular shape is dictated by the natural contours of the hill, making a direct assault on any one point exceptionally difficult. The gates, each a fortress in its own right, are designed with clever traps and flanking positions to ensnare any attacker who dared to breach them. It is a masterclass in the art of defensive fortification, built to withstand a prolonged siege. What makes Rohtas particularly fascinating is its unique architectural style. It represents a synthesis of military design traditions from across the Islamic world and the Indian subcontinent. Built by a Pashtun ruler in a region with a long history of Hindu, and later, Turkish and Mughal influence, the fort blends these elements seamlessly. One can see the robust, functional design typical of Afghan and Persian forts, combined with decorative elements, such as carved sunflowers, that have their roots in local Hindu artistic traditions. It is a fortress built for war, but one that still carries the cultural signatures of its time and place. Ironically, for a fortress built to keep the Mughals out, it was never stormed and saw very little military action. Humayun, upon his return to power, simply bypassed it. The fort was later occupied and used by the Mughals and then the Sikhs, but its primary role as a strategic garrison quickly diminished. Today, this UNESCO World Heritage Site stands as a silent, brooding giant. Walking along its vast, empty ramparts, one is overwhelmed by its sheer power and scale. Rohtas Fort is a monument to ambition, a testament to the fact that sometimes the most effective weapon is the simple, undeniable threat of overwhelming force. We travel south again, to the province of Sindh, to a place of profound silence and staggering artistic expression. This is the Makli Necropolis, one of the largest funerary sites in the world. Sprawling over 10 square kilometers, it is a city of the dead, containing more than 500,000 tombs and graves, built over a period of 400 years. This is the final resting place of royalty, Sufi saints, scholars, and soldiers. Each tomb a unique monument to the person buried within, and a reflection of the changing political and artistic landscape of Sindh from the 14th to the 18th centuries. The sheer diversity of the tombs at Makli is astonishing. The earlier monuments show a strong Central Asian and Persian influence, while later structures incorporate local architectural styles, creating a unique synthesis. The tombs of the Sama, Argan, and Tarkhan dynasties, who ruled Sindh in succession, are particularly noteworthy. Some are enormous, multi-storied structures built of intricately carved sandstone, their surfaces covered in a profusion of geometric and floral patterns. Others are more delicate, featuring stunning blue and white tile work, known as kashi, a craft perfected by local artisans. Among the most impressive structures are the tombs of the Tarkhan rulers, such as Isa Khan Tarkhan the Younger. His tomb is a magnificent 2-story stone building with cupolas and balconies, its every surface covered in exquisite and complex carvings. It feels less like a tomb and more like a palace for the afterlife. Nearby, the tomb of Jamni Zamuddin II, a Sama ruler, is a massive cubical structure, heavily influenced by Gujarati architecture, adorned with beautifully detailed mihrabs and bands of Quranic calligraphy. Each monument tells a story of power, piety, and the artistic sensibilities of its era. Wandering through this vast, silent city is a deeply moving experience. The scale is almost overwhelming, a landscape populated by the ghosts of history. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Makli is recognized for its outstanding testimony to the civilization of Sindh. The necropolis is not just a collection of graves, it is an open-air museum of funerary architecture, a library of stone and tile that documents 4 centuries of a region's history, faith, and artistry. It is a place where the line between the world of the living and the world of the dead seems to blur, leaving only the enduring beauty of human creativity. In the historic city of Thatta, not far from the Makli necropolis, we find a jewel of Mughal architecture that stands in stark contrast to the grand imperial mosques of Lahore. This is the Shah Jahan Mosque. Commissioned by the Emperor Shah Jahan in the mid-17th century as a gift to the people of Sindh for their hospitality, this mosque is renowned not for its size, but for its breathtaking artistry and unique acoustic properties. It is a masterpiece of geometric precision and decorative detail, a testament to the fusion of Mughal, Persian, and local Sindhi traditions. The most striking feature of the mosque is its complex system of domes. Instead of the 3 large domes typical of Mughal imperial mosques, the Shah Jahan Mosque is crowned by a staggering 93 domes and cupolas of varying sizes. This remarkable design, possibly influenced by Timurid architecture from Central Asia, serves a practical as well as an aesthetic purpose. The arrangement of the domes creates an extraordinary acoustic system. A voice speaking at one end of the main prayer hall can be heard clearly at the other end without any amplification, a marvel of ancient engineering designed to carry the imam's sermon to the entire congregation. The interior of the mosque is a dazzling spectacle of color and pattern. Almost every surface is covered in intricate tilework, or kashi, in shades of cobalt blue, turquoise, and white. This is considered to be the most elaborate display of tilework in all of South Asia. The tiles are arranged in complex geometric and floral mosaics, creating a stellar, galaxy-like pattern on the ceilings of the main domes. This profusion of blue stands in beautiful contrast to the red brick of the building's structure, creating a visual experience that is both vibrant and deeply serene. Unlike other Mughal mosques, the Shah Jahan Mosque has no minarets. Its design is more intimate, more focused on the internal experience of the worshipper. It was built not as a symbol of imperial dominance, but as an expression of gratitude and a place for communal devotion. Walking through its cool, tiled corridors and standing beneath its star-spangled domes, one feels enveloped in a world of profound beauty and peace. The Shah Jahan Mosque of Thatta is a unique architectural gem, a symphony in brick and tile that celebrates the rich artistic heritage of Sindh. Nestled in the Salt Range of Punjab is a site that speaks of a different faith, a different history. This is Katas Raj, a complex of Hindu temples connected to a sacred pond. For centuries, this has been one of the most important pilgrimage sites for Hindus in the region. The temples, dedicated primarily to the deity Shiva, are clustered around a pool known as the Katas, which is believed by devotees to have been formed from the teardrops of Shiva as he mourned the death of his wife, Sati. The site is steeped in myth and legend, its origins stretching back to the epic Mahabharata. The architecture of the temples at Katas Raj varies, reflecting centuries of construction and renovation, from the 7th to the 11th centuries. The earlier structures exhibit the distinct Kashmiri style, with dentils, trefoil arches, and fluted pillars. The main Shiva temple, with its distinctive curvilinear spire, or shikara, stands as a prominent landmark. These structures, built from soft local sandstone, have weathered over the centuries, but their elegant proportions and sacred geometry still evoke a powerful sense of devotion. They are a rare and precious example of pre-Islamic temple architecture in this part of Pakistan. The sacred pond itself is the heart of the complex. The water, a vibrant green, is considered holy, and pilgrims have traditionally bathed in it for purification. The belief in its divine origin gives the entire site a profound spiritual resonance. According to legend, the Pandava brothers from the Mahabharata spent part of their exile here, and the pond was the site of a famous riddle contest with a yaksha, a nature spirit. These stories, passed down through generations, have woven Katas Raj into the very fabric of Hindu mythology, making it a place of immense cultural and religious importance. In recent years, significant efforts have been made to restore and preserve the Katas Raj temples. It has once again become an active pilgrimage site, drawing Hindu devotees from across Pakistan and India, especially during the festival of Mahashivaratri. The site stands as a powerful symbol of the region's ancient multi-faith heritage. It is a reminder that this land has been sacred to many peoples and many beliefs, a place where different spiritual streams have flowed and, at times, converged. Katas Raj is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the shared histories that connect the people of the subcontinent. We ascend into the rugged hills of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, to a site that offers a remarkably complete picture of Buddhist monastic life. This is Takhti Bahi, which translates to Throne of Origins, or Throne of the Water Spring. Perched atop a hill, this fortified monastic complex dates back to the 1st century BCE. Its strategic elevated location protected it from invasion and the ravages of time, allowing it to survive as one of the best preserved Buddhist monasteries in the Gandhara region and, indeed, the entire subcontinent. The layout of Takhti Bahi is a textbook example of Buddhist monastic architecture. The complex is divided into 4 main areas. At its heart is the court of stupas, containing a cluster of stupas and chapels that were the focus of ritual and worship. Adjacent to this is the monastery proper, with its assembly hall and small cells where the monks lived and meditated. A separate temple complex stands on a higher level, and below, a tantric meditation area suggests the evolution of Buddhist practices over time. This clear, functional organization provides invaluable insight into the daily routines and spiritual life of the monastic community. Walking through the maze-like corridors and courtyards of Takhti Bahi, one is struck by its completeness. You can clearly see the individual cells, the communal kitchens, and the halls where philosophical texts were studied and debated. The monastery was not just a place of retreat, it was a thriving center of education, a university for Buddhist philosophy that would have attracted monks and scholars from across Asia. The air of contemplative serenity is still palpable, even in its ruined state. It is a place designed for introspection and the pursuit of enlightenment. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1980, Takhti Bahi is celebrated for its exceptional state of preservation and its architectural integrity. It escaped the destruction that befell many other Buddhist sites on the plains below. Today, it stands as a silent monument to the rich Buddhist heritage of this region, a heritage that flourished for over 1,000 years before the arrival of Islam. The throne may be empty now, and the chants long silenced, but the spirit of this sacred mountain sanctuary endures. Our journey now takes us into the vast, arid expanse of the Kholistan Desert. Here, rising from the shimmering sands like a mirage, is the colossal Dharawar Fort. Its 40 enormous, perfectly cylindrical bastions, standing 30 meters high, form a square that is visible for miles across the flat desert landscape. This is honestly one of the largest and most impressive fortresses in Pakistan, a formidable sentinel that has guarded the desert trade routes for centuries. Its sheer scale and isolated location evoke a sense of immense power and endurance. The fort's history is long and complex. While a fortress has existed on this site for at least a millennium, the current structure was built in its present form in 1733 by the Nawab of Bahawalpur, Sadiq Muhammad Khan I. The Nawabs of Bahawalpur were powerful regional rulers who controlled a vast desert kingdom, and Dharawar was their seat of power. The fort was more than just a military installation. It was the administrative and political heart of their state, a symbol of their authority over this harsh and unforgiving environment. The architecture of Dharawar is purely functional, designed for defense and control. The towering bastions are connected by imposing curtain walls, creating an almost unbroken line of defense. Inside this formidable shell, there was once a complex of palaces and barracks, though much of it has now fallen into ruin. The fort was strategically located next to a semi-permanent water source, a critical asset in the desert that allowed it to withstand long sieges. To control Dharawar was to control the desert, its trade, and its people. Today, Dharawar Fort stands largely empty, a magnificent ruin slowly being reclaimed by the desert sands. The Abbasi family, descendants of the Nawabs of Bahawalpur, still own the fort, and their ancestral graveyard, with its elegant marble mosque, lies nearby. Visiting Dharawar is a humbling experience. It speaks of a time when great dynasties ruled these desert wastes, their power symbolized by this incredible feat of engineering. It is a monument to human resilience and the ambition to carve out a kingdom in one of the world's most challenging landscapes. From the ancient desert, we move to the bustling modern metropolis of Karachi, to a structure that tells a more recent story. This is the Mohata Palace, a magnificent building from the twilight of the British Raj. It was built in 1927 by Shivratan Chandraratan Mohata, a wealthy Hindu Marwari businessman, as a luxurious seaside summer home for his family. The palace is a stunning example of the Indo-Saracenic architectural style, a fusion of traditional Indian and Islamic elements with the grandeur of European design. The architect, Ahmed Hussain Aga, one of the first Muslim architects of India, designed a building that is both opulent and elegant. Constructed from pink Jodhpur stone and local yellow stone from Gizri, the palace features delicate chatras, those domed kiosks, intricate stone carvings, and jarokas, or ornate projecting windows. The facade is a symphony of domes, balustrades, and arches, creating a building that looks like a fairy tale palace transported to the shores of the Arabian Sea. It was, honestly, a statement of wealth and taste, a dream home built to last for generations. The interior of the palace is just as lavish. It was designed to capture the sea breeze, with a ventilation system that kept the rooms cool in Karachi's humid climate. The floors were laid with intricate tiles, and the ceilings were adorned with decorative elements. The grand halls and spacious rooms were built for entertaining, hosting the elite of Karachi society. The palace was a symbol of a particular moment in history, a time when wealthy local elites adopted and adapted European styles to create a unique architectural identity for themselves. But the Mahatma family's dream was short-lived. Following the partition of India in 1947, they left for India, abandoning their magnificent home. For many years, the palace was used for government offices before falling into disrepair. In 1995, it was purchased and meticulously restored, transforming it into a museum dedicated to the arts and culture of Pakistan. Today, the Mahatma Palace stands not as a private home, but as a public treasure, its grand halls now showcasing the nation's artistic heritage. It is a beautiful and poignant reminder of the personal stories and profound changes that have shaped this region's modern history. Our final destination takes us to the roof of the world, to the spectacular Hunza Valley in the Karakoram Mountains. Here, perched on a rocky outcrop overlooking the valley, is the Baltit Fort. For over 700 years, this was the seat of the Mirs of Hunza, the rulers of a small but fiercely independent mountain kingdom. The fort's commanding position gave it complete control over the valley and the ancient trade routes that passed through it, linking South Asia to China and Central Asia. It is a fortress born of the mountains, its form and function dictated by the dramatic landscape. The architecture of Baltit Fort is a fascinating blend of influences, a testament to the Hunza Valley's position as a cultural crossroads. The fort's foundations are believed to have been laid many centuries ago, but its present form owes much to a 16th-century marriage between a local prince and a princess from Baltistan. She brought with her Balti artisans who rebuilt the fort in a style influenced by Tibetan monastic architecture, which is evident in its timber frame construction and whitewashed walls. The result is a structure that seems to grow organically from the mountain itself, yet has an unmistakable Tibetan character. Life in the fort was a vertical affair. The lower levels were used for storage and housing livestock during the harsh winters. The middle floors contain the residential quarters, assembly halls, and a small mosque. The upper levels, with their beautifully carved wooden balconies and windows, offered panoramic views of the valley and the towering peaks beyond, including the magnificent Rakaposhi. The fort was a self-contained world, a microcosm of the Hunza state, designed to be defensible, practical, and a clear symbol of the Mir's authority. The Mirs of Hunza moved to a more modern palace in 1945, and the old fort gradually fell into decay. In the 1990s, a major restoration project, led by the Aga Khan Trust for Culture, brought Baltit Fort back to its former glory. Today, it operates as a museum, offering visitors a glimpse into the life and history of this remote mountain kingdom. Standing on its rooftop, with the wind whistling down from the glaciers, one can feel the immense history of this place. Baltit Fort is more than a building. It is a mountain throne, a symbol of the resilience and unique cultural identity of the people of Hunza. Our journey through Pakistan's timeless treasures has taken us across millennia. From the meticulously planned streets of Mohenjo-Daro, laid down over 4,500 years ago, to the colonial elegance of the Mahatma Palace, we have witnessed a story of extraordinary depth and diversity. These sites are the physical embodiment of over 5 millennia of civilization. They chronicle the rise of some of the world's earliest cities, the spiritual journey of Buddhism and Hinduism, the unparalleled artistic heights of the Mughal Empire, and the raw power of desert kingdoms and mountain thrones. Each monument is a chapter in a much larger narrative, a narrative of constant change, cultural fusion, and enduring human creativity. This incredible diversity is the true treasure of Pakistan's heritage. We have seen how different faiths, Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam, have shaped the landscape and the artistic consciousness of the people. We have observed how architectural styles have evolved, absorbing influences from Persia, Central Asia, and Europe, yet always creating something new and unique. These fortresses, mosques, temples, and tombs are not just relics of the past. They are a vibrant testament to a history defined by its richness and complexity. They represent the shared story of all humanity, a story of our collective quest for meaning, beauty, and power. The responsibility to protect these sites is a profound one. They are fragile links to our ancestors, offering invaluable lessons about who we were and how we came to be. Preserving these monuments is not simply an act of historical conservation. It is an investment in our future. They hold the key to understanding our shared global history and fostering a deeper appreciation for the diverse cultures that make up our world. By protecting them, we ensure that future generations can also stand in awe of their beauty, learn from their stories, and be inspired by the ingenuity and spirit of those who came before us. This is a legacy not just for Pakistan, but for all of humankind.